Pope Francis marked a surreal Palm Sunday in a virtually empty St. Peter's Basilica. The service kicking off Holy Week usually attracts tens of thousands to the square, but instead millions watched on television and online. The week before Easter is considered one of the holiest of times, but it's happening under an unprecedented threat from the pandemic.
KPIX 5's John Ramos tells us how the faithful are coping.
4 weeks ago, I was standing here reporting on changes that churches were facing as a result of the coronavirus. At the time, I and frankly everyone had no idea how fast or far it would go. This was Christ the King Catholic Church in Pleasant Hill back on March 8th. Today, this is what the church looked like. It, like all others in the state, has been shut down. The Archbishop of the San Jose Diocese says historically there have been church closures in certain countries or regions, but never anything like this.
What I've seen or read, there's no other instance that has come to mind where churches have had to close down universally across the world.
Christ the King is broadcasting Mass online from this small chapel, and Pastor Paulson Mundanmani says the response to it tells him that missing traditional Easter service this year may not be such a bad thing.
I think this isolation, this hardship will do a lot of good. It's not going to destroy faith. It's going to build up faith. People will come back with that desire to belong.
It's also true at Jewish synagogues such as Congregation Sherith Israel in San Francisco. The magnificent temple survived the 1906 earthquake, but COVID-19 has canceled the yearly Passover observances set to begin on Wednesday. The holiday commemorates the Jews' flight from slavery in Egypt across the Red Sea to freedom, and the congregation's executive director says it is symbolic to what is happening today.
In this moment, we understand once again it is a place of narrowness as we shelter in place, but you know, there is redemption on the far side of the sea.
David Balafi has been a member of the congregation for almost 30 years and says it hurts to see it empty during the Sabbath. But he too thinks it could lead to a rebirth of faith among his friends and neighbors.
I cannot wait for when the shelter in place is lifted and we have our first Friday night services, because I want to see this place standing room only.
In San Francisco, John Ramos, KPIX 5.